Sarah's broken foot wasn't her biggest challenge. It was the silent fear of being a burden, a heavy weight that kept her isolated. What happens when a simple act of kindness cracks through years of stubborn pride? Join us to witness Sarah's journey and unlock the powerful truth. Accepting help isn't weakness, it's the ultimate strength. Sarah sat, stuck between the walls of her small apartment. The muted light painting dust on the furniture. A broken foot had turned her independent life into a maze of obstacles. "I'm fine," she whispered, desperate not to be a burden. The idea of being a burden twisted inside her, a constant sharp pain. Help meant weakness, a debt she could never repay. Strong people do it themselves, her mother's words echoed. When Jess appeared, kindness sparking in her eyes, Sarah felt a prickling anxiety. "Need me to grab you anything? Want me to cook dinner?" Jess's voice was warm and genuine. "I'm fine," Sarah said quickly, forcing a smile that didn't reach her eyes. Every offer felt like an entry in some invisible book of debts. Accepting help was signing up for obligation. Days blurred into a slow, repetitive pattern. Sarah hopped from room to room, the crutches, awkward extensions of herself, hard and unreliable. Sometimes the exhaustion was more than physical. It gnawed at her sense of identity. If she couldn't even make tea, how could she pretend to be strong? Jess appeared at the doorway again, offering a smile and another helping hand. Sarah felt the spike of panic race through her chest. Late one afternoon, Sarah was battling her medication bottle, perched on a high shelf. Her reach was impossibly far. She stretched on tiptoes, fingers brushing it. The bottle wobbled, then slipped, rolling noiselessly across the floor and sliding out of reach under the couch. She looked down at the forgotten pill bottle under the couch and sank back onto the chair, the pain searing up her leg. Defeat settled like a stone in her stomach. Jess appeared, a quiet presence. She didn't ask questions, didn't offer pity. Instead, she smiled softly and said, "Hey, let me get that." Sarah's mouth opened. To protest, to say no, that she could manage on her own. But the words got stuck, tangled in years of pride and stubbornness. A single tear managed to escape down her cheek. "Okay," she whispered, voice. Without hesitation, Jess crouched, retrieved the bottle, and filled a glass of water. She handed both to Sarah with an ease that felt like relief rather than judgment. In that small, tender moment of surrender, Sarah felt something she hadn't in a long time, care, gentle and unearned. The heavy weight pressing on her heart was never the favour itself, but the fear wrapped around it, the anxiety of asking for help. Took the medication and sipped the water, she realised that accepting help didn't make her weak. It made her human, resilient in a different way, open to receiving kindness and letting others in. And that, she thought, was a strength worth nurturing on the long road to recovery. The next day, Sarah found herself looking forward to Jess's return from work, a feeling she hadn't experienced in weeks. She decided to surprise Jess by ordering takeout from her favourite restaurant. A small gesture of appreciation. When Jess arrived, Sarah greeted her with a genuine smile and a takeout bag filled with fragrant food. They sat together at the small kitchen table, sharing food and stories, their laughter filling the once silent apartment. Sarah learned to accept help gracefully, understanding that it was a sign of strength, not weakness. Jess continued to be a constant source of support, helping Sarah with tasks around the apartment and offering words of encouragement. As Sarah's foot healed, she realized that her heart had healed as well, becoming more open to love and friendship. She was no longer afraid to be vulnerable, understanding that true strength lies in connection and compassion. With newfound confidence, Sarah continued her journey, knowing that she was never truly alone.